Did you know that hypertension and heart disease kill more blacks than anything else in America?
I didn't know that. I thought it was the police.
One of my first memories of going to a political protest as a child was in 1979 after the murder of an African-American woman named Eula Love, who was killed by 2 LAPD police officers in her home after she allegedly wielded a knife at them. And my impressions of this murder really resonated deeply with me at the time, because it was hard for me to believe as a child that this was a woman, a mother, who had been murdered in her own home. And in my child's mind, this was an atrocity, because home was supposed to be safe space and private sanctuary. But the contradiction for African American women is that home historically has not been safe space and private sanctuary because of the ways in which African American women have been inscribed as less than human, as less than female, as sexualized, racially othered bodies for public control and consumption. And this obviously was articulated during the slave regime, whereby African American women's reproduction was strictly controlled to buttress the plantation economy. And this dynamic informs policies of mass incarceration that disproportionately lock up African American women at staggeringly egregious rates for nonviolent drug offenses, such that you have whole generations of young African Americans that are disproportionately assigned to foster care, that are homeless, and whole populations within our community that are disenfranchised from living wage employment. And so the question for me as an African American humanist feminist is, we cannot frame the so-called war on women strictly in terms of a Christian backlash against abortion rights and family planning if we are not looking at women of color have been institutionally criminalized by policies of mass incarceration that intersect with the foreclosing of reproductive justice. So, for example, this narrative that's emerged with a vengeance over the past couple of years that Black and Latino women in particular are dangerous breeders is informed by all of this fascistic fetal homicide and chemical endangerment policy that we've seen, over the past couple of years, passed in Bible Belt states like Alabama and North Carolina and South Carolina, that disproportionately criminalizes and targets pregnant African American and Latina and Asian women, as well as white working class women.
Dangerous, 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 dangerous.
Based on this propaganda that somehow abortion is a leading cause of death for African Americans. And this is rhetoric that was marshaled by a national billboard campaign that was funded by far-right radical groups, the Latino Conservative Partnership and the Radiance Foundation. And these billboards were placed urban cities throughout the nation. And the tagline was that the most dangerous place for a Black or Latino child was in the womb of Black and Latino irresponsible breeder mothers.